I have written 3 novellas, a handful of short stories, and I'm currently working on my first novel. And in this video, I'm going to talk about key aspects of what it takes for anyone to write a book. Please hit that subscribe button for more creative and writing content on this channel. Before you start writing, there's a crucial step that you must take on, and that is having a mindset. Having the mindset to write gives you the motivation and willpower to sit down and write the story that you want to tell. And it gets your mind started into thinking about what the story is going to be about. It's something that keeps you going, something to look forward to, and something to feel excited about as well. Without having that mindset, it hinders the path that you seek beyond the naked eye. Number 2, brainstorming. So you're sitting down at your comfort spot with something to write on or just take notes. But you're wondering, what should I write about? Well, that's where the brainstorming comes in. When you brainstorm, you are allowed to put down all the ideas that are scrambling all across your head. And you get to pick out what you want to move on into your story. And don't take the brainstorming process for granted, because you'll regret it at the end. So make sure you brainstorm what you want in your story. And if you don't want certain things in your story, you don't have to add it. And with the brainstorming, it's so crucial to put out as many ideas as possible. The more ideas, more possibilities. Wait till the end of this video to find out the most important thing when writing a book. The third one might not be for everyone, but it's highly recommended. So number 3, outlining. So how is outlining different from brainstorming? Outlining is going through the entire story. And outlining can be very detailed and specific, or it can be somewhat vague or broad. But depending on the type of person you are, you can outline it however you want. And outlines are this sense of structure of checkpoints that you want to make sure you have in your story. And some use different methods like the 3-act structure, hero's journey, etc. But you are allowed to use an outline that best suits you and that works well with the story. But also, don't think of an outline as this formula that you have to get right, because there is no right way to write a story. Because if there was one correct way to do it, then not many of us would be writers or be able to succeed, because we had to follow this specific structure. But if you believe outlining is the best route for you before writing, go right ahead. Number 4, writing. What would this video be if I didn't tell you that you have to write? You have to put the work in order to see some progress. And it doesn't have to be like 1,000, 2,000 words and all that stuff. It could just be a sentence or a paragraph. And you can say to yourself, I was able to write something today. And that is a sense of accomplishment right there. As long as you were able to write something down on paper or typed on the computer, that's something to be proud of. And there's going to be days that you'll be stuck and don't don't get to the main story that you want to write about. But maybe you can write something off to the side. Maybe find a writing prompt to get you into writing, which motivates you and gives you that muscle memory. So you do have that willpower to write. And the good thing about writing is that you do it at your own pace and at your time. So don't think of it as that you had to get it done by a certain day, because it's all about what you make of it. What you make of it will determine what your writing mood is. And it's all about the finish line. What is the end point after writing this? What is the end point after you finish writing your story? That's something to think about later, but keep that in mind. The last and most important thing about what it takes to write is number 5, time. Time is something that we can never get back. And it's definitely something we can't take for granted. So if you commit to yourself that you want to write this story, that you're going to sit down in your seat, brainstorm the ideas you have for this story to be the best idea in the world. Outline the story where you have everything aligned so you can write the story. And then when you actually write it, you feel excitement. You are enjoying the process because you know that your goal is to finish the story and to see it come for full circle. Maybe you want to publish it, or maybe you want others to read it and, have further discussion about it. It all takes time. You have to be willing to set time a part of your day to write. And I'm not saying write every day, because not everyone has every day to write, because they might have to go to work. Maybe they have to go to school, or maybe their schedule is not too flexible for hours of writing. Find a time of your day that you'll have the least amount of distractions. Put your time into writing. Find days in the week that you are available, that you can sit down and write. All it takes is the mindset to write the story that you love, want to share to others. Brainstorm those ideas. Outline it. Write it down. But do it within your time. And enjoy the process. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.